Okay, so where we left off last time was we were storming Castle Wayrest. We're looking for this painting. This he's probably got a few treasures on him, but in this dungeon, or in this castle rather, we're going to face a lot of NPCs, and they're all going to have NPC type equipment, so steel weapons, occasionally high level equipment. Oh, a room full of coffins. This looks like a person. We don't want to fight him. This is a transporter. You can't click on it. If you click on it, it does nothing. What you have to do, these are red brick transporters, you just walk through them, and when you walk through them they transport you somewhere else. There's some more enemies over there, so I think what we need to do is kill them and move on. Look, there's my multiple damage spell. We'll see how it works. Pretty effective, you see. Blew both of them up and I just absorbed some of my magic back, not all of it. I don't think I targeted it correctly. As you can see, this is what the standard NPCs have. Steel longsword, a bit of treasure, 300 gold or so, so you're going to get plenty of gold going through here, and you're going to get a few of these handy medallions. These medallions, by the way, you can, when you get high up in the Mage's Guild, you can start enchanting them and boosting your character, so they're pretty handy to have. I do like them. But I'm only a conjurer, I think I need a couple more levels. Well, I suddenly speeded up again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to reload here. Normally, if your game is speeded up, all the other NPCs are speeded up, so we'll just reload from where we were. And we've gone back to normal speed. We'll go through this other red brick transporter. And we appear to be in a tiny room, and what looks like a reappearing glitchy trap with one exit. So I think we go through here. Either that or we have to go and pull this. Let's pull this, see what it does. It doesn't open up anything else, I think. So let's just leave that as it was and try and see where this transporter takes us. Well, it's not quite as bad as the white clouds in Dark Souls. We'll just destroy this guy again, see what we can damage him. Oh, he took that damage. Spell swords probably, I guess, they also absorb some of the damage. Finally, he took 3 hits. And he's got an elven longbow, again tempting to take. Black rose isn't too useful. And I just wonder if that helmet's a decent one now. It's only a leather type helmet. We don't really need it. This is a very handy torture room. One of the best dungeon decorations you get. Again, I'm following a set path to go through this. This isn't a random dungeon. If you kind of go off the beaten track, then it does get quite difficult to go around. I see you behind here. Let's blow him up. Cool. That spell was an area of effect spell, so I can just click quite near them and they fortunately just blow up. I'm level 8 already. I'm way overpowered, but you know, I don't think that fighting the enemies is the difficult part of Daggerfall. It's navigating and getting around and actually having the patience to complete it. Because how many players must have actually ended up playing only to end up just giving up in the middle of the dungeon? I think that's the majority of players. Even if you look through, let's say if you look through on YouTube, you look through at the Let's Play Daggerfall, most of them just give up. And a wraith. Okay. This is just the kind of thing you want in your castle. He did quite a lot of damage to me. He doesn't leave you any treasure, but fortunately he got toasted by a single spell. I can't rest here, so I just will heal myself up a little bit to move on. I don't want to get one-shotted by anyone. Okay, we could go off that corridor, but yeah, let's just take this way instead. I think I should be able to hit him from here, I'm not entirely sure. I want to hit him up close because I want to end up absorbing the magic back from that spell, so I'm not going to shoot them from far off. And there's more steel boots. Tons of steel boots around, and tons of enemies around as well. I do want to find a place to rest because my magic has been somewhat depleted. So anyway, we shall head. We're heading south from here, down these ramps. It looks like another warrior, or knight actually. So that looks like an elven piece of equipment, and I can't carry anything more. We're just all weighed down. Wonder if I can get rid of these things. Those red flowers are kind of heavy. Probably don't need those, but I'm pretty much weighed down with everything now. I can't carry anything else. I can't even pick up any more gold, and I guess I could get rid of these arrows. And obviously I can't access my wagon. I don't particularly want to teleport back to the start and go through all this either. It's just a bit of a hassle, and I don't really need it. One thing I could do, of course, I could wear my Daedric boots. I could empty myself of those steel boots. That could reduce a bit of encumbrance. But I'm not too fussed. I don't really need the elven mace. Anyway, carrying on east here. More, I guess, more knights, more enemies. He's shooting at me. Now this guy's a challenge. Okay, so he was rapidly disposed of. I mean, I always thought I was being attacked from the back as well, considering how much damage he did to me. And he wasn't particularly high level, he was just carrying leather and chain stuff. Again, it's just a case of luck. You might get bad rolls. And you can set up your magic to be less luck dependent by making the damage, let's say, instead of 1 to 10 per level, you can make it 4 to 5 per level, and that's more even damage, but those spells tend to be a lot more expensive. I'm just checking my way through these useful Daggerfall maps. Interesting function, if you press left then the map scrolls right. I guess what it's moving, it's moving the map in front of your eyes. That's why it moves that particular direction. Anyway, this is the Daggerfall Wayrest sewers, the sewers underneath Wayrest. And sewers, of course, are a very popular feature of any dungeon crawling game. You know, you get the sewers in Morrowind, you get sewers in Oblivion. Actually in Skyrim, as I recall, you don't really get any sewers, which is pretty cool. You know, why do these people spend all their time making sewers? Anyway, in these disgusting dank sewers, you do usually find slaughterfish, and you usually find Druid down there. Druid probably don't have them in Skyrim, but they're these kind of crab-like, not mud crabs, but intelligent crab-like enemies that are kind of super tough. My character isn't built for swimming, so I don't really want to end up with the in the waterways with them. So let's just levitate above them in case they're causing me a problem. In this game, you also get water nymphs, slaughterfish, and other enemies. This looks like a Drug. You know, he's got those. Well, he's not exactly a crab. He looks more like an angry spider. But he's just waiting down there. He's just trying to get out of the water, which is pretty much impossible. So we can just blast him with a few spells. At this range, we're absorbing the magic back, so it doesn't really cost us anything. He's taken a good couple of hits. But Drugar are really, really, really tough. There's not many enemies tougher than them. That's 4 spells I've chomped him with. 5. Is he dead? No, no, no. He's still running around. 6, 7, 8. I wonder if I'm actually hitting him, or is it just because I'm hitting the top of the water? I don't want to jump down there. I think we actually do have to end up in the water at some point, so we do want to finish him off. So we'll just try and do this. Otherwise, we're just trying to hit him with our sword from up here. Okay, he just died. So happy with that. Right, over here is a ramp and a doorway leading out. There is also a bit of a secret passage, a sort of shortcut to the Wayrest painting, and that involves you actually jumping into the water. It's not really shown on your map, but it involves you jumping into the water and crawling under a passage. Now my swimming is really, really bad, and I forgot how to swim here, so we'll save the game here and see you for the next section.